Ford Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. He said late in the season, every conference game carries extra weight, especially now that they have played their way into the top 12 nationally. As you know, with this college football playoff remaining where it stands right now, being in this bracket matters down the stretch. Late in the season, he just wants his team to continue to play with confidence and physicality. He knows the prize is in sight for this group right now. Reese?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Motion from the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Sategna. He's down right there. Gain on the grab.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play something.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Sooners send out the punt unit. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. No room to bring it back. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Now here's Reed. The screen, he can go. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
Reed on the play action. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, it's picked off. Smashes through the tackle.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The pocket broke down and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air. It's Mateer. They're all over him. Trying to get away. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And this defense, how about it, man? Putting some pressure on the quarterback, getting the big sack, but now letting him take off and get so many yards back and climb back in this third down situation. Good response by this offense from a disastrous first down.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. He's got it. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Using his feet. Hard running there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
That's a nice job by the offense there on their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find their rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Today's offense will have another go at it. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Right side, it's Horton. There he goes. The 50, the 40, the 30. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Aggies.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The extra point here would tie the game, and the extra point was good. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The run inside. It's Blaylock. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
And here comes the offense on second down. Tight end now in motion. Rides to the back. Turning it on! And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Blaylock. Driven back.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Mateer. What a grab with one hand. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
Can we just talk about how ridiculous of a catch that was? That was unbelievable. The receiver just sticks his paw out, snags the ball. That is incredible hand strength.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the grab. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And you could just feel it, couldn't you? Just how badly that guy wanted to get that first down. He knows, hey, we're on our own side of the field. We're not trying to punt. I've got to do something. I've got to make somebody miss to go pick up this first down for my offense, and that's exactly what he did.
And the Sooners are marching down the field. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Oh, he's got some space. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
Running inside. It's Blaylock. Maybe a crease. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
Yeah, and we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Straight ahead, it's Blaylock. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
Not a chance. Missed it. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Throwing Reed. Escapes the pressure to his right. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Edwards.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Hits the hole. It's Edwards. Got 6 yards on the play. 2nd and 4 coming.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Six-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Reed. Out wide left, it's Bussey. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can they continue to grow? Can the passing game get better, Palmer, and take that next step?
Well, the good news is you still got Marcel Reed throwing the football, right? A guy with tons of experience and a guy who's made a lot of big plays throughout his career. So you bring in Horton, who comes over for Alabama, big physical guy who can make plays down the field. Craver can take a hitch route 80 yards and score. Still a really good 1-2 punch, and this Aggies offense, especially the passing attack, still going to be tough to stop.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Reed. Oh, pressure's coming. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Fires to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Horton. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
The Aggies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll run it. It's Edwards. Could be. Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And he puts through the extra point. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Under pressure. And he'll just get rid of that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Second and long here. Dropping back, it's Mateer. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
If they don't pick up this third down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. A designed run for the quarterback. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a fourth down.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the fourth quarter game.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Motion from the wideout. Hits inside. It's Edwards. Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Here's Reed to throw. Here comes the heat. Trying to get rid of it.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Quick give. It's Edwards. They got it blocked just enough and a good gain on that front. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Now here's Reed. Look out. On the move and looking. Going to try to get it himself. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Marcel Reed to throw for it on fourth. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going.
And finally, their big play receiver gets in the stat column with his first catch of the game, and we're here late in the second quarter. You got to give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've done a nice job taking him away and limiting his damage. Let's see if they can keep it up, though, because when this guy gets hot, he's virtually unstoppable.
Turns it upfield. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
And the Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Throwing Reed. Back's got it on the screen. There he got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Blaylock. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Left side is Thomas. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Trying to escape and get it himself. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on you. Nope. Steps out of bounds.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Looking left. It's caught. Knocked down at the 22. That's a first down. They can still stop the clock. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Escapes the pressure going right. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Guys, week 12, almost zero margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at SMU taking on the number 16 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Mustangs coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return.
They've now won 8 consecutive games. It's one of the longest win streaks in the history of that program. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other.
Turning on the Jets. The 40. The 30. Inside the touchdown, Aggies. And they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. There's no question this team is reeling down 28-7, and they have to find a way to get a score on the board with this drive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Right side, it's Henson. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
Drops back, it's Mateer. Out wide left, it's Thomas. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Quarterback changing the play. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Unloads it left. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. Wants to throw it. Rushes on. He'll throw it. Finds his man. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Still looking to his right. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Snaps on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
They'll ride the hot hand. Nice move to pick up yardage. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Hands it off. Sees an alley. Might have a chance. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
Keeps it on 1st down. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. Reed finds his target.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wide receiver going in motion. In the gun, 3rd down, Reed. Out wide right, it's Edwards. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. On the move. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Blaylock. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. 2nd and long here. They give it to him again. He breaks a tackle. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Snags it over the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field. Rally.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They'll go with Robinson. Plows through the defense. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2. Can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical. Got to break tackles. Got to go through people. Whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job running the football.
The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Rashad Downs going up top. Snags it. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Snowed under by the defense. Third and 3. Sets his feet. It's Mateer. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Snaps it, and he has to have it. On the run, fires downfield. Makes the grab.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Rush right in his face. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Going the other way, and he's got room. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Aggies. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter. And how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Finds his tight end.
And that's the first time the big fella's made a play. Like, this offense is built around his dynamic playmaking ability. That's usually a big part of what they do. It's not a surprise that they're losing in the 4th quarter because they haven't gotten him involved yet.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Mateer. He'll try to do it himself. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw one first. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Pushes ahead. Sees a crease. Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And that's the danger on 3rd and short as a defense, right? You line all those bodies up close to the line of scrimmage. If you let the running back into the second level, you know it's going to be a big one. A nice effort that time by the safety, making a touchdown-saving tackle.
The Sooners back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They're all over it. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Oh, break out the oxygen tanks. The 30. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. The defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout, 1:55 remaining. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. And they take a knee on 4th down, having inflicted enough damage, and that ought to do it. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. And on 4th down, they'll take a knee, but this one's just about over. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. And they'll take a knee on 4th down, happy with their performance so far, and they'll turn it over in the waning moments. Into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to